Be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Melee Mob to see all our movie news, reviews, and so much more. Hello everyone and welcome to Movies in a Nutshell, where we talk about movies in a quick way so you can get on with your day. I am your host, Detective Artemis, and once again our movie is Avengers Infinity War. In this video we will be talking about spoilers, so if you haven't seen the Avengers yet, hit the link above to watch the spoiler-free version. Go! Or if you don't care about spoilers, sit back and let's talk. But before we go on, please hit that thumbs up button because you know you want to like this, please. Directed by the Russo Brothers, who also directed Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Civil War. Obviously they were the best choice for this movie because the weight of this type of movie is far too great for just one person to do, which is probably why Joss Whedon left. I can't say that I blame him though. This movie had a budget of like fucking $400 million. That's insane and obviously one of the most expensive movies ever made. Though I can understand why though. I'm sure half of that went to go pay for Robert Downey Jr. Seriously, that guy is not getting any cheaper. The movie starts off grim and establishing the theme of the movie, which is sacrifice, and I like that. Not that I can identify as a grim person or cynical, but it serves the story well. And it also helps establish Thanos as this undefeatable person. I loved all the interactions between all the characters we've been waiting years to finally see, like Iron Man and Doctor Strange, Shuri and Dr. Bruce Banner, Thor and The Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America and Groot, and hell, even Spider-Man and Star-Lord. It was great. I loved it. It was just so awesome to finally see all this happen. So Gamora died, and honestly I was a little shocked, but it served the whole sacrifice theme of the movie pretty well. Plus her acting wasn't that great anyway, so whatever, no big loss, right? Don't tell Star-Lord. Loki died in the beginning of the movie, but I'm not really convinced though, because he does that fake body bit with Thor that he always seems to fall for anyway. So I'm willing to bet that he'll show up at the end of part 2 to save the day. I mean, how cool would that be? He starts the first Avengers movie and then he comes and helps and saves the Avengers. I think that'd be the ultimate like full circle redemption arc for Loki. That'd be really cool, and I am calling it right now. Spider-Sense, welcome back. We missed you. Spider-Man kind of annoyed me a little bit in this movie because he felt like an intern to Tony Stark, like more than he did like in Homecoming or Civil War. At times he kind of felt like Morty from Rick and Morty. He was just like, oh geez, Mr. Stark, they're beaming me up the building. Oh geez, Mr. Stark, what am I gonna do? Oh geez, Mr. Stark, you ever see Alien? I wasn't particularly a fan of Peter Dinklage's acting in this movie. I mean, it was cool to see him as like a giant dwarf. It was a little ironic, but his acting, like it sounded like he was trying not to sound like Tyrion or trying to do his best Tyrion impersonation, so it was a little distracting, but whatever, I still love that guy. I loved when Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and the Guardians, sans Gamora, were fighting Thanos, and like Thanos just uses a piece of the moon and he just breaks pieces of it off and it just throws them at him like a fucking meteor shower. That looked amazing and it was freaking cool. Thanos used the goddamn moon as a weapon. Fucking badass. They humanized the shit out of Thanos. He was all crying and stuff and being a terrible father with Gamora. But that's okay though, because it gave him a lot of depth and development. You can actually see his point of view and be like, okay, the guy's got a point. This is very much a Thanos movie with the Avengers as co-stars. The fight scenes were beautifully shot and choreographed, and they were filled with tension because you felt like a character was gonna die every time. Seriously, I thought Captain America was dead when Thanos just punched the shit out of his face. I was like, that's it. America's dead. There are plenty of edge of your seat type of moments, especially when Iron Man gets stabbed. I really thought that was it. The ending of this movie was fantastic and ended the way it should have, with Thanos' plan coming to fruition and him watching the sunrise with a big smile on his face. This was very much his happy ending. Most of the Avengers were presumably dead because they disintegrated or they went to some other planet, but all in all, it was the perfect way to end this movie, on a down. All hope is lost. This doesn't have to be an artsy-fartsy, Oscar bait type of movie to be considered good. It's about caring for the characters, you know, feeling their pain, feeling their joy, their success. Connection to the character is the most important thing because without, you know, relating to your characters, you just have a bunch of people doing things. This has become more than just a movie. It's become a goddamn event. For the last 10 years, we've been watching these characters grow in development, watching them on their journeys, watching them fall, watching them succeed. So they're a part of our lives now. So if one of them dies, it's like losing a family member. Well, maybe not the same thing, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? I absolutely cannot wait to see how this all comes together and ends because you know what? All good things must come to an end, and it's been a fucking hell of a ride. So what was your favorite part of Infinity War? Let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to this amazing channel. I am Detective Artemis, and that's it. There doesn't always have to be a movie quote, no big ending. Sometimes things just sort of end.